Good morning, everyone. So in this video, I want to talk about the relationship of the parables to mysteries. Or notice Jesus says, "To you it has been given to know the mysteries of the regency of the heavens, revealed through parables, which those not understanding are not understanding the mysteries of the regency of the heavens." Where if you have the Devar Bible translation software and you just search regency of the heavens, plural, in quote marks, you get 33 hits. Where, for example, Matthew 25:1, the regency of the heavens will be likened to 10 virgins. So this is another parable concerning mysteries which are given for us to know, but not just anyone. Mysteries have to be solved through investigating the writings. Where, for example, Acts 17:11, investigating the writings daily, whether it may have this thus as its content. So mysteries have to be solved through investigating. It's not easy. And investigating the writings involves connecting dots together. It's not just plainly written. Okay? When Jesus speaks in parables, it's not plainly revealed. We have to trust the Holy Spirit to teach us and reveal these things. So, here in the parable of the 10 virgins, when we scroll down here, we see that when the 5 enter who are prepared, the wedding, the door is shut at midnight. So these are dots that have to be connected, which I talk about in all my videos. And the dots that connect middle of the night or midnight to other parables concerning doors here are the parables of the watch times. Where here in Mark 13:34 and 35, the parable of the doorkeeper is seen according to the watch times of the night, which divide the hours of the night, the 12 hours, into 4 segments, beginning with eventide. But remember, midnight is the parable of the 10 virgins. So we have something going on here when the Lord of the house comes, which is not midnight. And the watch times here are enumerated in Luke 12:38, named the watch times. And these are not times for us to watch, okay? This word here, phulache, is in the same Greek word as jail or jails. It's translated watch time because it wouldn't make sense if you translated it jail. So he comes in the third jail, okay? So the relationship of the watch times to jail has to also be considered according to solving these mysteries. And anytime you think of the watch times here, think of hours. This is according to clocks. Where down here it says, if those who have perceived what kind of hour the thief comes, who are not perceiving, are dug through. Which parallel in Matthew 24:43 is what kind of watch time the thief comes. Where it's narrowed down to the hour in Luke, according to the watch times parables. So might it be important to know or be able to perceive what kind of hour or watch time the thief comes? Because those who are dug through, guess what? They're locked out of the wedding at midnight. All right? Midnight concludes the second watch time here, where the wedding is mentioned here, according to the parable of the 10 virgins. Matthew 25:10, middle of the night, midnight, second watch time conclusion, according to the regency of the heavens and mysteries of the parables. We need to get into the parables, dear Christians. These parables concern us. When the virgins enter the wedding at midnight here, and the door is shut, is the context of what Paul is saying in 2 Corinthians 11:2. To jointedly bound to one man, to give pure virgins standby to Christ, so that when the door opens into the wedding feasts, we come in and we're not locked out, according to the mysteries. We're here in Ephesians chapter 1, concerning the mystery of his will, into the guardship of the dwelling law for the time of the completion of the terms, to uphead, key word. It only occurs like 2 times in the whole New Testament. It's referring to the eventide to midnight hours, where then those locked out are not into this. So this again is according to a mystery. In fact, the word mystery or mysteries is only found in Paul's epistles, and the occurrences of Jesus speaking of the parables are mysteries. And if you back up here to verse 4, we're outchosen according to this upheading, where then those into the third watch time locked out of the wedding feast are also outchosen. Here in Matthew chapter 24, verses 22, 24, and 31, the outchosen here are third watch timers. They're not according to the upheading and the mystery concerning the greater glory, right? And of course, this parallel of this same verse is found in Mark's account here, which everybody loves to quote Matthew 24. What about Mark 13, where just a few verses later are the watch time given according to the parable of the doorkeeper? So the outchosen of Matthew 24 and Mark 13 are third watch timers, where we who are outchosen to uphead we come in here as pure virgins standby to Christ. This is the upheading here. This is the diligence to give ourselves standby approved to God as unashamed onworker. Because if we're locked out of the wedding at midnight, we're shamed. It's shame. Lord, Lord, open to us. So as unashamed worker, correctly cutting the word of truth, this context is everything I just explained to you right now, as well as in many, many other videos that I've made. So I want to stress that the parables are given to us to know mysteries, but mysteries have to be investigated to be solved, and it takes time. It has taken me years and years and years to put these things together, and not without this translation either, the Devar translation, which has made it much easier to connect these dots because they have translated from the Greek and Hebrew into the English without mincing words and mixing up words and changing words.